The gravitational pull, in my opinion, for every organization is to become inwardly focused. And yet, Alpha reminds us that there are people outside the walls of the church that don't yet know Christ. My name is Brett Hilliard, and I serve as one of the pastors at Island ECC. And we have been involved with Alpha for 36 seasons now. That means that over 4,000 individual people have been impacted in some way by going through Alpha. And I cannot stress enough how influential this program has been in our church. The obvious reason to do Alpha is to reach people that don't yet know Christ. But there are so many other benefits to it. It raises leadership, it disciples people in their faith, and importantly, it keeps your church outward focused. The gravitational pull, in my opinion, for every organization is to become inwardly focused. And yet, Alpha reminds us that there are people outside the walls of the church that don't yet know Christ. And when you start thinking and praying and programming for those people, it helps your people within the walls of the church to become outward focused. That in and of itself is worth doing Alpha. But along the way, of course, God will reap a harvest and people will come to faith and they will sign up to volunteer and they will grow in their faith over time. We have seen non-believers become elders as a result of their Alpha involvement. So if you're thinking about it, I would highly recommend that you put together an Alpha program. Maybe it starts small, starts big, it doesn't matter. But to start it and to be committed to maintaining an outward focus for your church. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And so you have to deploy the people within your church to be able to be faithful to this great commission. So I encourage you to start Alpha. Let's activate Alpha everywhere.